Good morning, folks. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Just checking some text messages. And it is Monday morning, January 7th, 2019, 8:46 a.m. A little cool out there this morning, but it's a nice day. Looks like a beautiful day in store for all of us in North Georgia. Contact the show at any time, or if you have a news tip, 24/7, 706-889-9700, right there on the bottom of the screen, chief at fetchernews.com. Good morning from the office, and there's all the social media ways you can contact us. All right, now let's look at this here quickly. Okay. I don't know, this was on Fox and Friends first. I don't know what show this was on. And give me number 21, all right? And this lady, hey, Josh, can you take a shot? It's just too early in the week. How do you pronounce her name? Could you take a shot at that?
I would say Teslin Figaro.
Yeah, I think you're right. Teslin Figaro. She's the former National Security Director for Bernie Sanders 2016. She was on a show, and I like what she said. I was watching her clip there on the show. Hey, look, Trump won. He won. 2, okay? He won telling people he would build a wall, a barrier on the southern border, and if they don't like it, run a campaign, tear down the wall. You got, run the 2020 campaign, get a candidate out there and run a campaign saying they will tear the wall down. But build the wall, build the wall. People voted for that. Now, that being said, the list of the MSNBC. Now, here's the media. I'm going to give you really quickly. Number 3. Okay, so the morning gang, all right? And let me say this, all right? Let's do this. That's number 3, okay? They are assembled. Now, I watched all the media this morning because they are going to carry the water. And as the stress, okay, as the stress of the shutdown gets a little closer to home, the media is going to make sure they handle, okay, they handle that. So, that being said, let me go to number 4. And the only reason I show you this is because this, you might think I'm silly. You see they're wearing black. I'm serious. That's no joke. They will come out on days and wear black when they feel like the country's in funeral mode. That's the God's honest truth. They will. I watch these 2 pieces of garbage every single morning. They are nothing but the worst pieces of garbage, but the sad thing is they're helping carry the water with CNN, okay? They're helping carrying the water with CNN. Now, if you go back, can you remember the last one? I don't remember which one it was I asked. But wait, what's that saying there? Trump, arrogant, okay, of current, ignorant of current pathway to citizenship. Okay? Long story short, right? And then what was the other one? Number 3, Trump fails to build the wall, then lies about it. Okay? And there's one more I want. Number 7, Kirstjen Nielsen. Okay? She was not even given the opportunity to present the data in front of Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. She was cut off. HHS secretary. This is the water they're carrying first thing this morning. White House lies about terrorists and the border. Okay? Lies about terrorists and the border. You can't tell the truth, they're saying, all right? And we'll get to some more of this in just a minute, but I want to go over this. And here's what it is, okay? Go to number 18. They have loved this with Chris Wallace yesterday. The media has knocked this all over the place this morning. CNN, MSNBC, ABC, Good Morning America, all of them. Yesterday, you see this, it says, and this is MSNBC grabbing it at 5:04 Eastern time this morning, and they ran with it at 6 o'clock on the dot with Joe and Minka. Claims about terrorists and the border, southern border questioned, okay? And Sarah Huckabee Sanders there, she was questioned yesterday about the 4,000, okay? The 4,000 that have been detained and stopped that were questionable entries into the country. But if you listen to her clip, she doesn't claim the 4,000 came from the southern border. She never makes reference that the 4,000 come from the southern border. She says just last year, 4,000 questionable entries into the United States from regions of high levels of terrorism were stopped. And she doesn't say all 4,000 came through that southern border. And Chris Wallace says, whoa, wait a minute. You do realize those came through airports and different ports than the southern border, okay? So the media really thinks they have something on her. You got to understand, they're okay. What if they're okay with just one terrorist getting through the most vulnerable border we have? I'm just saying, okay? Now, this is some of the water they're carrying this morning, number 19, all right? Number 19, 21 days. Longest government shutdown, 12/16/95 through 1/5/96 was Newt Gingrich, okay? Now, every time, I want you to know out there, every time you're going to have to stand strong, because every time they keep coming on TV, the Dick Durbins of the world in the Senate, well, you know, we should at least fund the government and then have this discussion. Bull, okay? And this is not just Paul Ryan. They have done CRs every time. We've had to do debt ceiling crisis. We've had to face shutdowns. We've had to do continuing resolutions over and over. So why don't we, who will trust a single Democrat or Republican, to say the least, who will trust them to fund the government? Okay? Fund the government and then have the discussion? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right? Look at the trash cans rolling over. Look. See the trash cans rolling over there? So we're at the 17-day point. We're at the 17 days. 18 is tomorrow we tie the second longest, and it looks like we'll go past the 21st. Now, the President of the United States is willing to call this a national emergency and use funds under the national emergency under the use of national emergency use funds that he can. Now, they will try to fight him and say he's not able to do that, but it's possible that he does that. Longest shutdown, okay? This is what they keep bringing to you and keep bringing to you. Longest shutdown. But this, I watched. I'm not going to say Fox didn't do anything, but I watched Fox, CNN, MSNBC. I watched all 4 morning shows yesterday. I never heard this one time, if I can remember, on the 4 morning shows. Number 34. Jobs up big, plus 312,000 record number working. Manufacturing best in 20 years. Previous administration said this could not happen. They were gone. Why will not these good journalists, these great operations with endless amounts of money, these major corporations, go back in the archives and pull all of these clips where Obama said they're gone? We need to just get used to they're over. They'll never come back. All right? Hispanic unemployment lowest ever. Dow plus 747 for the day on this news. All right? And how come? Nowhere. This is on Forbes. Okay? Forbes magazine. This was on last week, January 4th. 312,000 jobs added in December. Manufacturing growth. You do need to understand there was expectations. I'll get to that in a minute. Manufacturing, okay, is growing 714% faster under Trump than Obama. Manufacturing jobs are growing at 714% faster under Trump over a similar time under Obama. Okay? Come on, get off my screen. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics released its December jobs report Friday morning, showing non-farm employment was up 312, stronger than analysts expected. The impressive job numbers, along with Fed signaling patience on rate hikes. The feds are saying, hey, maybe now, things are running along pretty smooth in the U.S. economy, and we've got a balance on, that's what they think, on interest rates. I'm not coming back on the feds whatsoever, but the feds were signaling Friday. So with the stock market going down, okay, because Apple lied, with the stock market going down and crashing, as they call it, and the interest rates going up, and just Thursday and Friday we're definitely headed into a recession, they did not know what to do with the feds saying, we kindly see a balance here that it looks like we're going to live with. The impressive job numbers, along with Fed signaling patience on rate hikes, shook the stock market loose from its doldrum, with the Dow posting a 747 gain. Now, I don't know what it's going to open up. It might open down this morning, but all of that in the air, there was a big 747 in the air, and it wasn't a jet airliner. It was a post of a gain. With the December job numbers, President Trump has 2 full years of economic performance to compare with his predecessor, President Obama. The 2 biggest statistical standouts are manufacturing is up 714%. Under Obama, federal, state, and local government employment grew 6 times faster, okay, than did manufacturing, while under Trump, that ratio has been reversed, with manufacturing jobs growing 5 times faster than government jobs. Damn it, they will not bring that correlation together, because this is where they have a problem. They won't do it. Is anybody, what? 800,000, partial government shutdown. Now, let me compare these, because this is what I was looking at this morning. I'm like, there's a reason the fake news does not want this out. Because they want government to grow faster than the private sector. They want government to grow faster. Okay? Why? Because you are then beholden to government. Why? Then government is your lifeline. Because that is what they're screaming today, is how many lifelines will get cut. Listen, it's all in the phrasing, folks. Government shutdown, partial government shutdown, 800,000 federal employees out of work. It's the lifelines that would get cut from the government is the concern here. Nothing else is government dominating. This right here, under Obama, federal, state, local government grew 6% faster, six times faster than did manufacturing, while under Trump that ratio has reversed, with manufacturing jobs growing 5 times faster than government jobs. Looking at jobs added over the 24 months through December and comparing that with 2 years of Obama's administration is illuminating both of the pace of employment expansion and the late stage of a business cycle, as well as the composition of the jobs added. Okay? Now, realistically, we'll go into this a little more, but in 2 years, Trump has shifted, just in 2 years, the rate of growth of jobs in this country from government to private to manufacturing. Manufacturing, government. Obama, 6 times faster. Government jobs, right? 6 times. Why the hell do you think Northern Virginia up there is as blue as can be? You can't go in one of those Northern Virginia suburbs around there that has the $400,000 homes that doesn't have a government employee working. If there's 300 houses in one of those suburbs, 280 of them have somebody working in the government. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they set that up, man. They took Virginia like Obama 6 times, and guess what? Trump passed that. I'm telling you now, manufacturing, job growth, it's passed. You have 800,000 federal employees. You have lifelines to the government that may get cut. Just saying. I bet you've not heard that anywhere else put together that way with this government shutdown. I'm afraid not that many people are going to care. Now, you will be upset if there's no TSA agents to, pat you down, steal your shampoo, fondle you, and scan your luggage. I know you'll be upset over that. I understand that. And I can see how a true-blooded American will only go to work to save their country based on the paycheck. I understand that's what we've written. People won't save this country based on just the heart. Won't happen, okay? So we'll talk about that when we return, but 312,000 jobs nobody will talk about. Will not talk about the rate of government jobs. I said this morning, what did I say when I opened up? What the takeaway in the shutdown needs to be is partial government shutdown equals 800,000 federal workers. That's amazing if that's just partial. We have grown these behemoths that have to be chopped off at the knees. And if this is the only way to do it, keep doing it, Donald. I support you. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this.